Do you know who this is? Barron Trump? Yeah, he's the richest kid in the world. His dad is no one less than none other than Donald Trump, the entrepreneur, billionaire, and the 45th and 47th President of the United States. The younger Trump's appearance at his father's second inauguration was quite impressive. A tall, pleasant-looking young man. Today, I will reveal to you all the facts of Barron Trump's biography, as well as the estimated amount of his financial status. Let's go. The young multimillionaire. The son of a billionaire and a former model, Donald and Melania Trump, Barron Trump, hasn't escaped the spotlight. That comes with the luxuries surrounding his life. According to estimates, by 2024, his net worth reached $60 million. This money exceeds what many people earn in their entire lifetime. It is important to note that Barron did not have to put in much effort to obtain these funds. Everything is explained by his family's wealth and successful investments. Let's not forget about Barron's trust fund, which is full of various assets. His holdings include luxurious properties such as a 10,000 square foot mansion in Palm Beach, Florida, valued at around $11 million, and a 30-acre estate in Bedminster, New Jersey, worth $19 million. Barron also owns stakes in several major tech companies, including Amazon, Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, Meta Platforms, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, JP, Morgan Chase, United Health Group, Home Depot, and Visa. Despite his considerable wealth, Barron Trump is keen to start his own business. Together with his partners, he's reviving the company Trump, Fulcher and Roxburgh Capital, Inc., because of his father's re-election as President of the United States, had to temporarily cease operations to avoid excessive media attention. However, in the spring of 2025, the young entrepreneur plans to return to the luxury real estate market. The company's headquarters will be located in Florida, with the main base being Trump Sr.'s estate in Mar-a-Lago. The exact location of the future offices hasn't been revealed yet, but it's known that the company will focus on large-scale projects in the premium real estate sector. One of the founders, Cameron Roxburgh, who is Barron's classmate from Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach, noted that the project is in its early stages but aims to tackle ambitious goals, including creating golf courses and real estate developments in Utah, Arizona, and Idaho. Barron Trump is the youngest, fifth son of Donald Trump. Barron started grabbing attention even before he was born. The news of Melania's pregnancy quickly spread around the world thanks to the media. Vogue magazine even featured a photo of the future mother in a bikini and an open coat on its cover. Barron William Trump was born on March 20, 2006. Barron was named by his father, Donald Trump, who sometimes used this alias when pretending to be his own public relations agent. Melania chose the middle name William. The newborn was given an entire floor in the Trump Tower, which stands 663 feet tall. In New York, it includes a children's room, kitchen, living room, and rooms for the nanny and mother. Barron's baptism took place in May at the Episcopal Church Bethesda by the Sea, located in the prestigious resort of Palm Beach, Florida. The boy grew up to be a calm and healthy child. Despite his busy schedule, the famous father found time to play with his son and bottle feed him. However, he absolutely refused to change diapers. Who would have thought that Donald Trump would be so squeamish? With gifts from celebrities at his birth. Barron's birth was a joyful event for the whole family, and many celebrities rushed to congratulate the newborn with lavish gifts. So, designer Dennis Basso gifted the baby a luxurious white mink blanket. And the famous journalist Barbara Walters sent a large plush dog toy. The Trump family's friends also got in on the action, gifting little Barron various children's products and overalls, which were embroidered with popular Donald quotes, including one of the most recognizable, "You're fired." However, the most unusual gift was the golden stroller with chandelier, which was presented by actress and comedian Ellen DeGeneres. Melania took this gesture as a joke and showed the stroller to the guests, saying, "This will definitely make you smile." I talked about Donald Trump's other kids in my Telegram channel Unusual America, where I share the most incredible stories from life in the US and important news. Come on in, read, and subscribe. Process of raising child. At first, Melania used the services of a nanny, but soon refused her help, deciding to take care of her son and be involved in his upbringing herself. Soon, her parents joined her after moving from Slovenia, and her grandmother happily started helping out with her grandson. They taught Barron the Slavic language, which he now speaks fluently. His parents tried to limit the public's attention on their son. As a child, Barron rarely appeared on screen. He appeared several times on The Apprentice, which was hosted by his father, and once appeared on an episode of Oprah Winfrey's show. Interestingly, Barron became the first child to live in the White House in the last 50 years. The previous case like this was the move of John F. Kennedy Jr. He left the residence at the age of 2 after the assassination attempt on his father, John Kennedy, the 5th President of the United States. Melania carefully guarded her son's privacy throughout their time in the White House. Even when the family left the residence in January 2021, Donald Trump gave his farewell address. Barron was absent. It is known the boy flew with the family and inside the plane at that moment. Before the flight to Florida, Barron was nowhere to be seen. Although it's known that the boy flew with the family and was actually inside the plane at that moment. Education. Barron received his primary education at one of the oldest independent schools in the country, Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School. Founded in 1764, he also attended St. Andrew's Episcopal School. From 2021 to 2024, he studied at the private Oxbridge Academy in Florida, after which he decided to continue his education in business at New York University. The choice of university came as a surprise since Barron broke the family tradition of attending either the University of Pennsylvania or Georgetown University. It is worth recalling that Donald Trump himself and his eldest children, Donald Jr., Ivanka, Eric, and Tiffany, they got their education right there. The president expressed pride in his youngest son's achievements. He got accepted to a lot of colleges. He's a very smart guy. And he enrolled in the Stern School of Business at New York University, which is considered one of the best institutions out there. I'm quite familiar with that university since it's among the top-rated ones, Trump noted in an interview with Mail. Polyglot. After leaving the White House, the Trump family settled in Florida, where Barron continued his education at a prestigious private school. The cost of tuition at this institution is high, at $38,500 a year. But the parents are confident that such expenses are justified for quality education and ensuring safety. Their son. Before enrollment, the school informed the parents of the students that each student would be protected by Secret Service agents, and Barron was no exception. It's worth noting that Barron has been multilingual from a young age. He speaks fluently in Slavic, his mother's native language, and in English, his father's native language. In addition to that, he studied French from a young age, which allowed him to master it perfectly. So, Barron confidently communicates in 3 languages. Barron often talks to his mother in Slavic. Sometimes this happens in the presence of Secret Service agents, which leaves them puzzled since they don't understand what the conversation is about. Donald Trump admitted that he never taught his wife his native language. That's why he's also worried that he doesn't understand what they're talking about. I hope Barron Trump has the same good knowledge of traffic rules. But if you get into a car accident in America and don't know what to do next, where to turn for help, where can you find a competent lawyer, how to get compensation if you don't have insurance. The company Accident America helped secure $21 million in compensation for its clients. Here, you'll definitely get answers to all your questions. The link is in the description. Hobbies and interests. Barron's interests are diverse, but soccer holds a special place for him. He got into this sport at a young age. In 2017, he had the chance to chat with the players of the DC United soccer team, who visited the White House. Barron was absolutely thrilled when he got to talk soccer with forward Patrick Mullins, as well as midfielders Julian Bisher and Marcelo Sarvis. After the conversation, the players gifted Barron a black and red soccer ball signed by the team members, noting that they were impressed by his knowledge of soccer and his eagerness to learn even more. That same year, Barron joined the U.S. Soccer Development Academy and made the roster for the DC United U12 team. Besides soccer, he's also really into playing golf and often practices at special courses. As we know, Donald Trump has a weakness for fast food. Despite having personal chefs, he loves McDonald's food. In this, Barron is similar to his dad. He's always happy to grab a Big Mac and have a drink. Frappuccino from Starbucks. Favorite clothing style. Barron Trump has changed significantly in 2024, not only physically. surpassing his brothers and father in height, but also in terms of his views and preferences. These changes have also been reflected in his choice of clothing. When Barron lived in the White House, his casual style of dress was often criticized. This might have been linked to his mom's desire to avoid drawing too much attention to her son. Later, Barron began to be seen more often in sportswear, jeans, and sneakers from the core line from New Balance. He preferred black sneakers that matched with black jeans and a short bomber jacket. When it comes to accessories, Barron Trump clearly has a penchant for fashionable watches. He has been seen wearing significant pieces of jewelry such as a Rolex Submariner on numerous occasions, highlighting his penchant for luxury items. These watches are definitely not cheap. Their price starts at around $10,000. However, recently his taste in clothing has changed. Maybe it's time for him to match his status, since his dad always looks so elegant. And his mother has become a recognized style icon. Now, Barron can be seen more often in stylish suits with a tie. Relationship his father. The relationship between Trump Jr. and his father has always been warm. Despite his busy schedule, Donald Trump made an effort to find time to connect with his son, whether it was through walks together or playing golf. As the owner of 11 golf clubs in the United States, Trump passed on his passion for the sport to his son. When Donald Trump announced his 2024 presidential campaign in late 2022, Barron supported his father. Nevertheless, throughout the campaign, he avoided public appearances, steering clear of journalists and ignoring comments directed at him. When the presidential race became complicated by legal proceedings, Melania did everything possible to protect her son from scandals. That's why Barron has rarely appeared in public lately. He was supposed to represent his father as a delegate at the 2024 Republican National Convention. However, a few days before the event, Melania released a statement saying that while Barron was honored to be selected as a Florida Republican delegate, it was unfortunate. Had to decline his participation in the convention. No further information was provided. Popularity on social media. In the last months of 2024, there was a lot of discussion about Barron's role in promoting his father's speeches. In podcasts and on YouTube channels aimed at young people during the campaign politics. American tabloid Mail published an archived video on TikTok where little Barron is getting ready for school. In it, the boy charmingly pronounces the word suitcase, stretching out the sound. This video has gathered 54 million views. TikTok users have created over 65,000 videos parodying Barron's pronunciation and gushing over his little suitcase. A well-known blogger, who specializes in creating music tracks for memes, released a remix based on Barron's words. As a result, many started making dance videos with suitcases. Popularity among peers. Young Trump, despite his young age, is catching the attention of his peers. The female students openly say they wouldn't mind marrying the heir to a multi-billion-dollar fortune. Among the contenders are not just American girls, but also Russian girls who claim they have their own methods and hope to easily connect with their mother-in-law, as they say in Slavic. However, Barron is known as a rather withdrawn person, preferring studying to socializing with his classmates. His father once noted that his son isn't afraid of being alone, but he knows how to connect with people. The Republicans had plans to help young Trump kickstart his political career, but Melania firmly shut down any attempts to distract her son from his studies. Despite this, during the 2024 campaign, Barron helped his father connect with young voters. Threats of retribution. We all understand perfectly well that Barron Trump's life is far from like that, carefree. As it may seem at first glance, money cannot guarantee happiness or peace of mind. While nasty headlines or jokes can be painful, sometimes the problems are much more serious. A woman from Chicago was arrested for making a death threat, directed at the principal of the school Barron Trump attends in Palm Beach, where he moved after his dad's first presidential term ended. NBC Chicago reported that Tracy Fiorenza sent the school principal an email in which she threatened Donald Trump and his son Barron with physical harm. Naturally, these threats were taken seriously, and Fiorenza had to testify before the Secret Service, before appearing in court. Political disagreements stir up strong emotions, but calls for violence against anyone, especially an innocent child, are unacceptable. The Trump family has refrained from commenting on the incident. But Mail reported at the time that Melania Trump was focused on keeping her son out of the public eye and helping him choose a college. The source also told People, "Don't forget that Melania is a mother who has to protect her minor son." From the moment he was born, Barron Trump was not destined for an ordinary life. His dad was a well-known figure long before he became president. However, Barron mostly managed to stay in the shadows and enjoy what his father provided for him, avoiding death threats, constant ridicule, and speculation. Being in the White House has drastically changed the situation, steering his life in a completely different direction. That's all for today. See you all.